What?
No, you don't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's registered.
Okay, so if anybody's logged on, sorry. Okay, so anyway, hi, I'm back. I have the last part of Bastion's companion quest today. I got that up today by doing a Mage's Guild daily quest with him. There do seem to be a lot less options for building rapport with Bastion versus Miri, especially like higher level things. She has 2 big level things. He only has 1, which is Mage's Guild daily. But we've been grinding that out, and you can also visit Arteum or Ibea, and that gives you 10 points of rapport with him. It's a slow build, but it's good. So we are gonna get going here. Sorry, I like to spin my characters. Currently, I have her done up how I've been doing the main quest for Markarth. So I might just leave her the way she is. I changed her outfits and stuff according to how I think they would be dressed for things. Okay, so what I did today was did the daily quest
You
for the
walked into the
Mage's
Crypt of
Guild
Hearts and
in,
survived?
Grotwood.
I don't believe it.
If you're all married Dominion, this is where you get your dailies. Got it from Alvar Baron here.
The Order thanks you for your assistance.
Thank you. And we ran and got the Mad God's Wabajaki from a public dungeon. And once I turned it in, Bastion's quest marker popped up over his head. So yay! And that is just a tip also for anybody trying to build rapport with their companions. If Miri is with you when you turn in the daily Fighters Guild quests, you get 125 points of rapport with her. If Bastion is with you when you turn in the Mage's Guild daily quest, you get 125 points rapport. There is also a daily quest in Bardenfell you can do with Miri to get another 125 points rapport. There is not another one that high in number for Bastion, unfortunately, but that's okay. It's good information to know, so you can do it either way. And then there are smaller things you can do with both of them. Always read a book. Pull a book off the shelf if either of them are with you. It gives you 1 point. And then there's different places you can visit with each of them too. So, okay, we are going to go over here, and Dory, watch out please. We need to talk to Bastion. So, this is also forewarning that this is spoilers if you are, if you have the companions and you haven't done these quests yet. If you don't want to know this information, then don't watch this time. There are 3 parts to the quest for the companions. The first part is when you find them in Blackwood, and you do whichever quest, whichever of them it's with. Once you complete that, they become a companion for you, and they'll help you fight, they'll heal you, they can be your DPS, you can set them up how you want. And then there's, once you've built up enough rapport with them, a secondary quest pops up, much like this one right here above Bastion's head. And then you complete that quest, you get 500 points of rapport, and then you gotta finish building it up to a certain point. I don't know what the actual level is. I just kind of keep going till I get it. And then the last one will appear. I already finished the one with Miri, and we posted that probably, a month ago. And now I'm excited to finish Bastion's quest. So we get to learn more about them. Him in particular, there's, again, this is spoilers, so here's your last warning if you don't want to hear this right now, if you're going to do this quest later, and if you don't want to know. But if you'd love to know information about him, cool, stay here, please. So for the last few quests, we've been learning his story, that he was raised by a noble family, but he doesn't really know much about his own family. During the second quest, we found out he has a sister that he didn't know was alive, who he was supposed to be given to, and we don't know why he was not taken to her and he was left with this other family. who basically made him into like the manservant for their son, who also had you have to pull him out of trouble all the time. So really interesting, and I like learning his story. All right, we are gonna talk to him.
I've been thinking about my sister, Clarine. Why would Lord Sylvel tell me she was dead all those years ago? Why didn't I end up with her after my mother's death? I think it's time to get some answers. I'm missing some part of the story.
What is it that you want to do?
Now that I know Clarine is alive, I want to meet her. I don't hold any high expectations, but I need some answers. I want to begin by calling on her husband, Count Ozan. He's a well-known noble who often visits Wayrest on the realm's business.
Why go through him?
Clarine has had decades to reach out to me. Either she doesn't know I'm alive, or she wants nothing to do with me. Either way, my return may be unwelcome. I should approach the matter with care. Would you come to Wayrest with me?
Of course. I'll go to Wayrest and help you find some answers.
If Count Ozan's in Wayrest, we'll probably find him at the Cloudy Dregs Inn. Visiting nobles often stay there. I hope he can tell me something. After what I've learned about my mother's last wishes, I don't know what to think.
Do you have any memories of your sister?
I don't. I know she's about 18 years older than I am. I was a late-in-life child. According to my mother's servant, Analiath, Clarine went off to marry Elmond Ozan soon after I was born, just before the fall of House Hallex.
What do you know about Count Ozan?
I've heard his name a time or two, usually when Lord Sylvel and his visitors got to talking about court gossip. The Ozans are a minor house with lands in the countryside of Stormhaven. Elmond Ozan is said to be respectable, at least.
Do you think he'll meet with you?
I don't see why he wouldn't. The taint on the Hallex name makes other nobles uneasy, but that was many years ago now. Of course, if he didn't know about my mother's arrangements, he might be very surprised to learn he has a brother-in-law.
I hope you find
If Count Ozan's in Wayrest, we'll probably find him at the Cloudy Dregs Inn. Visiting nobles often stay there. I hope he can tell me something. After what I've learned about my mother's last wishes, I don't know what to think.
Okay, let's see if we miss.
If Count Ozan's in Wayrest, we'll probably I'm listening. You don't often find a traveling companion you can trust your life to. I'm glad we met.
Well, that has changed with the rapport increase. You used to say, oh, you're affable enough, just be honest with me and we'll be fine.
If Count Ozan's in Wayrest, I'm listening. What's on your mind?
Tell me something about yourself.
I'll take a life if I must, but I take no joy in it. Assassins and thieves who wrap their deeds in fancy oaths and guild trappings have no honor. Murder is murder, and taking things you've no right to is wrong in my view.
So, Bastion is definitely a, like, lawful good type of character. And I love him, he's a little cinnamon roll. But, just like with either type of lawful, like if some, I know I'm moving D&D, but you know, if someone's a lawful good or lawful evil, there are things that can be annoying when you're traveling with them because they will stick to the letter of the law. So just forewarning, if you ever have to go on a quest that has you stealing things, you might want to put Bastion away for a little bit. Or if you're planning to go loot a thieves' trove, put him away for a second, then loot the thieves' trove, then you can get him back out. And it doesn't matter, he doesn't know you did it. He'll be like, hi, what's up? Like, oh, nothing, I wasn't looting thieves' troves when you weren't here. But if you do that in front of him, if you loot a thieves' trove or steal something, you will get negative rapport with him. Now with Miri, she goes, I saw nothing. She doesn't care so much. But they both have things that will lower rapport or build it. You can't kill flying bugs when Miri's with you, or she gets mad and your rapport goes down. I don't know why, she doesn't like it. Okay, so, second here. Clear us. Yep, I'm just gonna pay for it because I'm lazy. I hate running the entire way back downstairs. I have the gold, I'm gonna go use it. Ugh. So, not sure how my hair looks on here. It's still drying. Alrighty, let's see here. Alright, so Stormhaven. Situated at the head of strategic Iliac Bay, Stormhaven is a geographic center of High Rock and also the home of the great trading city of Wayrest, capital of the Daggerfall Covenant. So, if you are Daggerfall Covenant, there's your capital. Woohoo! My character is a wood elf, so I am all married to minions, so Bratwood in the Elven Root Tree is my capital.
I'm rather busy right now.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you're busy. Can I attack him?
Yes?
Yes. Thought he was gonna hit me with that. Alright, for glory. Okay, let's see here. Right. Body drags in. Alright, where are we at? Way down here. Here we go. The road again. I'm going the wrong way. I would make a comment about, you know, having been around Crown too much, who is one of our other family members that streams with us, but because she gets lost a lot. But the last time I did that, ESO kicked me off. I think it was upset with me, so I am not gonna say that, you know, Crown must have been rubbing off on me, and that's why I wasn't around Crown. Not saying it this time. This game and how well it's rendered is gorgeous. I also love cities in general. I know this isn't a real city, but it's still gorgeous. The way the buildings look kind of remind me of,
Take pride in the work.
Colonial Williamsburg.
Hear
You
ye,
want to
hear
make
ye.
some gold,
The king
Walker?
has decreed a no-tolerance policy for the cult known as the Supernal Dreamers. No mercy will be given for those found guilty of aiding or consorting with cult members.
Okay then. I'm not in that cult. Don't arrest me. Alrighty. He's probably in the body drags.
You there. Do you bring news? Are you here to deliver a demand?
He looks upset. Maybe you should sound him out?
This isn't a very good time, stranger. Be on your way. Unless you bring some new tidings about my wife.
Tidings about your wife? What's going on?
She's been captured by slavers. Clarine was on her way to visit a friend near Coglin when she was attacked. Luckily, one of her guards managed to trail the slavers to Coglin Mine. I must arrange a rescue at once. State your business, swiftly.
I'm here on behalf of Bastion Hallex. He's looking for his sister.
Bastion Hallex? What, that's him over there, isn't it? Oh, he looks just like his father. I don't know how to say this, but Clarine believes he died as an infant. After her family's scandal, I thought it best to distance her from the Hallex name.
You told her Bastion was dead?
I'm afraid so. And I told the Sylvels to let Bastion believe he had no family left. It was the safest course. Are the gods punishing me now for that choice? Oh, is it my fault that Clarine... Wait, you and Hallex seem able. You can save her.
How would keeping Bastion away from his sister be safer?
After Lord Hallex's treason, some of the king's counselors argued for executing the whole family to make sure no threat to the king remained. The only way to survive was to convince the king's officials that the Hallex family no longer existed.
Was Lord Sylvel in on your scheme?
He had no great liking for it. He was a staunch loyalist and took Lord Hallex's plot against the High King as a personal offense. It took a rather exceptional inducement to persuade him to take in young Bastion.
What manner of inducement?
I bribed him. Lady Hallex had set aside a very substantial fortune in the form of jewels from her dowry for Bastion's education and upbringing. I suggested to Lord Sylvel that he might be a wise steward of that fortune.
Surely the king's officials knew Clarine was Lord Hallex's daughter.
Oh, yes, of course they did. I had to convince them that my new wife was appalled by what her father had done and repudiated the Hallex name. Not only was Clarine at risk, my own house might have fallen under suspicion of treason, too.
Were you protecting yourself or Clarine?
I don't care for your insinuation. I love Clarine, and I feared for her life. But yes, I had my own title and family to think of. I was new to my title, and it would have been irresponsible to not consider House Ozin's safety too. He had no...
You let your own wife believe that her brother was dead?
I made the decision many years ago when I was young and new to my title, and newly married to a woman I only wanted to protect.
You left a young child with strangers! They brought me up as a glorified servant!
They were to use the funds you had to see to your education, and raise you as a gentleman.
It should have been her decision, not yours. I'm going to find my sister. For her sake, not yours.
You tell him, Bastion.
Count Ozin told Clarine I was dead, and he conspired with Lord Sylvel to keep me in ignorance, too? What kind of life would I have had if these cowards had just told my sister and I the truth?
The Count says he did it to protect his wife, and you.
I suppose I can understand that. If the choice was telling a lie or risking the gallows for my sister, then Ozin made the right decision. It isn't cowardice to fear for someone you love. And it's clear that he fears for Clarine now.
Count Ozin said the slavers are in Colgan Mine.
I know the place. Bandits and outlaws often lair there. I'll sort out the rest of this later, after we make sure Clarine is safe. I couldn't bear it if I got so close to finding her, only to lose her now.
The Coblin Mine, then?
Lord Sylvel told me more than once that I should be grateful that he didn't just drop me off at some orphanage or another. But this whole business of buried secrets and deliberate lies is infuriating, regardless of the reasons for it.
Do you believe Count Ozin's story?
It makes sense that the Count wanted to protect my sister. I could almost forgive that. But I suspect he was also interested in protecting his own good name. I can't help but wonder about the life I could have had if he'd chosen differently.
Did the Sylvels mistreat you?
No. I was much better off than if I'd been left at an orphanage. But I wasn't family, and I wasn't quite the help. If I hadn't met you, I would have spent the rest of my life looking after the Sylvels' interests without ever really belonging.
Come on, Bastion. Give him a good slap on the face and then let's leave. I do wish we could direct the companions to, like, slap people or something. And not get arrested for it. Just, you know, show that you're abnormal. Really? Find the slave for her. Okay, way over there. Go to the...
Right behind you, partner.
Am I going the right way? Shouldn't be following me. Still going the wrong way.
Well,
I don't know this city very well, can you guys tell? And currently my minimap is on Fritz, so...
all of Wayrest is talking about you. You're a hero for taking down those Pelengers.
Currently my minimap's on Fritz, so I'm gonna have text you my map. I'm sorry, guys.
Right here.
This is so quick. That girl from the other quest. Okay. Oh look, I'm sitting on my skeleton dog. That's pretty funny. I mean, my wood elf is small enough, she could probably just ride a dog. You can be the mooch, tally-ho! Alright, let's see. I mean, the wolf mooch, I mean, it's bigger than the dog, but you know.
Hey, Estrid.
What?
Your number 3.
Okay. Cool. I don't know what that means, but cool. Alright.
The day will be up. This looks like the right place. I'm not the praying
Hi,
sort,
viewers.
but I'm praying my sister is unharmed. Slavers are no joke.
Sorry about it. Alright. We are now entering. Oh, look, that gorgeous night sky. Alright, we are now entering the Coglin Mine delve, where Bastion's sister is being held captive by slavers. Coglin Mine. Rumor has it that this old, shuttered ebony mine has recently been reopened. From I will read that later. Oh, hello. Ooh, look at her. Goodness, look at her outfit. That looks amazing. Oh, she's got a dwemer pet. Corbin. I guess we don't exactly know what we're looking for. Oh, okay, we're gonna be down in the dome. Can't go that way. Alright, that's probably the door back out. Go this way. Come on, Bastion. Go save me. I'm so excited to find something.
I'm hurt!
Something new to learn.
I'm just believe that he did exist. Maybe not him. The sister. Go away. Of course it actually.
Light it!
Daily endeavor. More seal. I have 3 characters now, and every time I switch between them, I have to remember which to do what. It's each character.
Fight! Good!
Not that race, or they don't have that ability. I saw something with there.
I feel like we must be getting close. Hurry!
Light it up! Move!
That's it. Are you hurt?
You won't get away with kidnapping a countess! If you had any brains, you'd flee now!
Alright. Come on, Bastion.
Did my husband send... Oh, never mind. Let's get out of here! I thank you, stranger. Those slavers intended to demand a ruinous ransom for my return. Whether they meant to honor their word is another question entirely.
Okay. I have to talk to her first.
I have so many questions, and no idea how to begin. Maybe you could speak to Clarine first. I feel like I could use a little more help. A word of introduction, I guess. But let's make sure we're somewhere safe first.
Okay. Be free! Be free, be free. So they were like, ah, it's bizarre. Bastion. Green.
I thank you, stranger.
I still can't talk to her past that.
There's the door!
Wow, that was the fastest running I think I've seen from an NPC character following me. There's the door. I mean, I can't blame her though. I would probably.
I can't believe that I'm free! How can I thank my gallant rescuers?
Can you stop walking with me? That'd be helpful.
I am Countess Clarine Ozin. I had hoped that my husband's troops would rescue me from that awful mine, but I don't recognize you. No matter, you have my deepest gratitude, strangers. How did you know where to find me?
Count Ozin told us of the danger you were in.
Did he? Oh, I prayed that one of the guards had managed to get through to him. Elmond must have... That is... I'm sorry, but your companion, who is he? He looks just like someone I knew a long time ago.
My companion is Bastion Hallex.
What? How is this... Bastion? My baby brother? I thought he was dead! By the 8! Of course he looks familiar! He takes after our father. Oh, excuse me, please. I am quite overcome.
He'd been told that you were dead, too.
Look at him. He was so small when I left our home. Our parents were so excited to have another child so late in their marriage. Where has he been all this time? How did he come to find me now?
I'll let the two of you speak.
Bastion? The last time I saw you, you were only a toddler. I did not even know that you were alive.
I only just learned that you were alive. I wish I'd known sooner.
You look so much like our father, but you probably have no memories of him, do you?
Sadly, I do not. Nor you, Clarine. I would like to find out what I've missed.
I as well. Oh, I have so many questions for you. Did you know you have a niece and nephew to meet?
I would like that. And I have many questions for you, too. But first, let me speak to my friend here. Clarine is a stranger to me, of course. But part of me feels like I know her somehow. She said I favored our father. I've always wondered about that.
She appears as pleased to find you as you are to find her.
Indeed. I confess, I was a little worried that she might not have much to say to me. After all, she's a countess, and we are strangers. Clarine seems kind, though. I like her already. That feels rather good.
He certainly seems willing to treat you as family.
Which is something the Sylvels could never do. She has a good heart, I believe. It's strange. I left the Sylvels because I wanted to find my own place in the world. Discovering a family I thought I lost? It roots you properly, so to speak.
Do you want to stay in Wayrest with her?
Not yet. Right now, I still want travel and adventure. Being part of my sister's family is something that will happen with time. Thank you for seeing this through. I think I'd rather face a dozen dragons than the ghosts of the past.
Clarine, are you all right? Clarine, I've been worried sick. Thank the eight that you are all right.
Jeez, dude.
All is well, Elmond. The heroes you sent succeeded, and I have something extraordinary to tell you.
Oh, he knows.
I know, my dear, I know. An old wrong can be set right today. I feared for your life. I know I should have told you about Bastion, but I will earn your forgiveness, and his, I promise you.
I was waiting for it. Wait a minute, you knew about this?
A day that started in darkness and fear has brought me a miracle beyond imagining. The loss of my family all those years ago almost broke me. To find out now that I am not the only Hallex left, I hardly know what to think. How is this possible?
What will you do now, Countess?
Sit down with Bastion and talk for days. I want to know everything about how he was raised and what family he found. Where has he been all this time? And I need to speak with my husband. Why did he tell me Bastion died? A mistake? Or not?
Bastion was fostered by the Sylvel family. He worked for them.
The Sylvels of Daggerfall? Bastion stayed with him after Mother died, but he was to be sent to us just as soon as the king's officers satisfied themselves that I had no part in my father's conspiracy. I hope they were kind to him.
Count Ozin only meant to protect you.
I guessed as much. I remember the court officials who interrogated me after my father's treason. My life hung by a thread in those awful months. But it was wrong for Elmond to mislead me so. It was my family, and my decision to make.
Right on, sister. Will you forgive your husband?
Am I upset? Yes, of course. But I understand why Elmond chose as he did. He's a good man. I only wish he'd told me sooner that my brother lived.
I cannot thank you enough for rescuing Clarine. I know I made a dreadful mistake in the past. I promise to make it up to both Clarine and her brother. Bastion seems like a good man. I will be proud to call him brother too.
Good. Go talk to Bastion.
I don't even know where to begin. My sister and I haven't seen each other in 25 years. She remembers me as a 2-year-old child, and I don't remember her at all. What if we have nothing in common besides a name?
We'll figure it out.
For the first time since we started down this road, I think I believe that too. But we have so much lost time to make up for. And the thought that I missed the chance to be a part of this family decades ago is almost too much to bear.
Can you forgive Count Ozin for that?
For all I know, Elmond Ozin saved my sister's life by lying to her. And it's obvious that he loves her with all his heart. They are happy together. For my sister's sake, I can set aside old sorrows. But I am done with the Sylvels.
Oh, there's 2 Bastion houses here. Huh? Somebody else is standing here. There. Bastion. Okay, dang it, Mike. Get over here telling me that there are couples. It's up there.
The Twitch logo is the Twitch and the YouTube. The YouTube one.
Thanks. Hi guys. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna do on here, before hopping off the stream, is when you complete the third quest for each of the companions, you get them as a house guest. I already have Mary, so I'm going to go put Bastion in one of my houses.
Can you put both of them in the same?
Yeah, you can put them both in the same house. Well, as long as you have space. Yay! See, there he is. They're listed as furniture. Bastion Hallex. Diligent and steadfast heroes like Bastion Hallex still need time to unwind. His chivalrous charm is sure to brighten up any room. After adding Bastion to your home, you can set him on a path. Plus, you and your visitors can speak with him. And Bastion Keldora, she like stands there and holds a tray, talks to you. And then I have Miri also. Go to, put him in this house. I'll probably end up putting him in the Doomchar Plateau as well, where Miri is also at. But that house is not done yet by any means. I know the area I'd want to put him in, it's huge. It's a huge house. But that section is not done yet. But I could run there real quick after this. So yeah, as long as you have space for, I forget if they're special collectibles or what they're listed as. We'll find out in a minute. So I love the Twin Arches house. This was my first house I bought with gold. You can buy this house with gold, not just crowns. My target Ogrim Percy. Not all houses can be bought with gold, but some of them can. You go cruise through. So this is Twin Arches, where I have it set up. Bed and stuff. Logged in the Night Flame. Trophy on the wall. Got the Hag Raven Cauldron, my wolf. Thought it could be fun to have Bastion in here. So let's see, I made like a little workstation with all the alchemy stuff. My alchemy sign there. So let's go. Oh, I wonder if I can play. Yeah, let's see. I don't know if I have space.
I'm ready to face anything.
Oh, that's a different outfit than we've seen him in. Miri has a much different outfit too. Both their outfits look nice. You can see his arm tattoos in this. He has the most like freaking awesome tattoos. And they still haven't explained why he has them. Okay, so
Let's go find someone to help.
oh, he's such a sweet sentimental. I love him.
What's new? Courage brings victory. I'm ready to face anything.
Cool. I almost feel like you don't fit the decor anymore. No, I don't have room for any more special collectibles in this house. Okay, so we are gonna go to the other house I have then. Let's go to Doomchar Plateau. Which, this is cool. It's a newer large house. Is that what you call it? Large?
Event. Last year's event house.
Well, I guess it would be last year now. Yeah, last year's event house. You could collect pieces of this during the last couple events during 2021. And if you got all of the pieces, then you can create the Doomchar Plateau from your unstable morpholith pet. It is a pretty freaking cool place. I have modified it already here. The only thing is that I know it's the whole point is you're in Mehrunes Dagon's realm, but you know, it's a little disconcerting to look over and see not that little watcher. Oh no, there's these giant creatures that will like saunter past, and I know it's a game, but I still kind of go. So there's I got a gazebo in here with the Vardenfell scale model. This is my like living area I made over here, and there's Miri by the armory stuff. Hi, hello. If you're just turning in. Okay, so I got my floating books, and I found a readable book to put in my house. I love books. It made me excited. And then I've done this up over here. Oh, see, there's some flying things. I'll have to show you guys the giant monsters that are out there. A second here. So I'm thinking I'll put him over here. I'm making this kind of, trying to make this kind of like a homey patio here. Not done yet, but you know. Alright, so. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Be careful not to try to move other things.
I'm ready to face anything.
Let's see here. You know what? Maybe I should go put him up there where Fury is at the moment. Or you know what? He would probably like standing in here by the Vardenfell. Okay, so now we can create a path for him. Oh, he gets a pink path. So, for the moment, I'm just going to have him walk around in here. Maybe I'll have him do one more, like, where he walks up to Mary, like he's talking about. And then you can set how long they stand at each node. Altering the one I have in my currently. Okay. There. Up here. And then they'll probably go across paths, but I can have them stand right there. And she's normally over there. Be a little tedious, but it's fun. Just because you can set them up however you want to. And then let's see here. Do 3 seconds on like this needs to go tell me. I love creating like storyline with the characters and stuff. Alright, there he goes. And he's off. Alright, so now, let's see how we're doing. On the path. Yeah, I think he looks fitting on it. Perfect. Whoop, there he goes. Set you to sprint. No, apparently not. So, the question is, will he and Miri end up actually This is Miri's outfit that she wears with house guests. Very nice compared to her adventuring stuff. They both look dressy for their different areas they're from. Yeah. So thank you for tuning in. I hope this was fun if you're tuning in to see the rest of Bastion's story. I really wish there were even more quests and chapters for each of them. Who knows, maybe they'll make more at some point. Because even when you finish this third quest with them, your rapport bar...
I reckon I can handle anything that comes at me on the road with good manners, common sense, and a full wineskin.
Sorry, I went over and talked to him like we were outside of the house. I guess this would count as my companion at the moment. But the rapport bar is not full when you're done with the third quest. There's still a chunk left, which I know I've talked before about the fact that people have asked creators if we get full rapport bars or something in the future where you can like get to your best friend or take them to them or something. So hopefully here's something. And I'd love to see their story for each of them. If you like make it to the top of the rapport bar, I'd love to see a surprise story or something become of them. So, alright, well it was awesome to have you all on stream. I hope you all have a great night. If you're watching on replay on YouTube, thank you for tuning in if you're still with us. And let us know if there's more content you'd like to see with the companions. I have completed a quest with them now. And there are other things I can do. I could just show how to build rapport with each of them. We were thinking about having Dang It Mike do one where he shows you all the things that make them angry, all the makes the companions angry, because he is purposefully degrading his rapport with them, which it can get all the way down to the other end. So let us know your thoughts. Hope you all have a good night. Tuesday nights are our family streaming night. If you're interested in tuning in, 10 p.m. Which time? Eastern Standard Time. 10 p.m. on Tuesday nights, and then there's an Undaunted stream on Thursday nights at 10 as well. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys. Have a great night.